All right, class. So we're gonna start talking about character. The last 2 days we've spent learning about setting, but as you mentioned yesterday with your picture, you included a person, right? So what is that person? Wouldn't that be a character in the story? Yeah. So we're gonna learn about characters and how to describe characters and kind of make them like so you can know what they're talking about, know what they look like just by reading the story. So we're going to do a KWL chart again. I'm going to hand back to you the ones from Monday, Trevor, Kelsey, and we're going to use the bottom half of our pictures of our KWLs. And just like the last one, you can look at these directions. You're going to put 1 or 2 thoughts that you already know about character, and then 2 questions that you want to know about character. Remember, we're not working on the 3rd one yet. We're going to come back to that at the end of today. So go ahead and work on that, and then we're going to share at the end. Okay, so who would like to share what we know about setting? Kelsey?
I said it's a person.
It's a person, yeah. What about you, Sarah?
I know that they have a different hair color.
A different hair color?
Trevor? They can be boys or girls.
They can be boys or girls, yeah. What do we want to know about characters? Kelsey?
I asked, can it be animals?
Can it be animals? That's a good question. Sarah, do you have a question?
How old are they?
How old are they? Okay, we'll learn about that. And Trevor?
I said, how many characters can be in a book?
How many characters? Those are all great questions, and we'll kind of can get to know about, answer those questions by the end of today after reading the book and working on some sentences. So I'm going to write the definition of a character up here for you guys so you can look back at it today. So character is someone whose activities, thoughts, and feelings are revealed in a story. Now, does anyone have any questions about vocabulary in this? I want you guys to shout out if you guys don't know what one of these words mean. Sarah.
Revealed.
Revealed. Okay, so what revealed is talking about is that it kind of comes out to you and they tell you what it is. So it's talking about how someone whose activities, thoughts, and feelings are shown. Do you know what shown means?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can use shown instead. So all of the activities, thoughts, and feelings are shown to the person reading the story. Do you guys all understand? Mm-hmm. So we're going to go ahead and read a story called The True Story of the 3 Little Pigs. And you guys remember a couple weeks ago we read the real story of the 3 Little Pigs. So this one's a little bit different, and we're going to get to know the character, the Big Bad Wolf. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so we just finished reading the story, and I chose this picture because it gives a really good idea of what the character looks like. So I want you guys to give me some words that kind of tells you what the character's wearing, what he looks like, those kind of things. So go ahead and shout out some.
He's hairy.
He's hairy, yeah.
He has a big nose.
A big nose.
Glasses.
Glasses. And I'll kind of put this on the overhead here for you guys to look at. What else do you see about him?
Whiskers.
He has whiskers. Yeah, where are his whiskers?
On his nose.
Yeah, you know the
big
one.
Nose.
You know, big nose, and we have that. What else do you guys see?
He's wearing a bow tie.
A bow tie. Wearing a bow tie.
He looks sick.
He looks sick. Yeah.
Like he has a temperature. Maybe about 101.
And why would you say 101? Can you tell that from a picture?
Kind of. It just is really, really red.
Yeah, but so you remember, because when we read about the cold and he was sneezing, so you guys got that from being sick, but you can't, it didn't say what the temperature was, so we don't want to assume that he has 101 temperature. We just know that he's sneezing. Anything else?
He's got a long tail.
He's got a long tail. Okay.
He's wearing a sweater.
Okay, and so another thing I want you guys to know is that, so you mentioned your KWL that you think it's a boy and a girl. So those also, can a name be describing someone?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so do you think that the name of the big bad wolf would be part of its character?
Mm-hmm.
So what's the name of the big bad wolf? What did it tell us in the beginning of the story?
Alexander T. Wolf.
Yeah, good memory. Great job. So now we came up with some great descriptive words describing the wolf. Can you give me some about, so this is about the wolf. And it didn't talk much about the pigs, but what do you know from what we saw in the pigs? And I'll bring up a picture for you guys of them. So you kind of don't see much of the pig.
They're pink.
They're pink. So do you guys see here? This is a, what is that here?
A tail.
It's a tail. Is that of the pig?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can kind of see the same thing here. So that we don't see much of the pig, but what can you tell from what we've seen about the pig's character? One of you mentioned it before?
He's pink.
He's pink.
He has a swirly tail.
Can you tell people what swirly means in case they don't know?
Like a spiral.
A spiral? Yeah.
Like
Kind of
this-
goes like this?
Yeah, like this. The swirly straws.
Yeah, that's a good example. Anything else about the pigs? There's not much to it, but what do you see here? So you see, like, so here we knew he was hairy because you could see his little hair sticking up.
Yeah, he has hair.
He does have hair. Thank you for helping your classmates. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and stop there for the pigs. We're going to move on to our next activity of writing sentences about our pigs. So I'm going to do these with you, but I want you guys to flip your paper over. You guys all flip your paper over, and we're going to write sentences that are describing, do you guys want to do the big bad wolf or the pig?
Big bad wolf.
Big
Big
bad
bad wolf.
wolf.
That's good, because we have a lot more choices for that one. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to write sentences together. How do you think the sentence should start for the talking about the big bad wolf? So how should we start? So we want to mention who we're talking about,
The character.
the character. So we're talking about, so the character.
I
So we're talking about
chose.
the character I chose. So now we're trying to, letting people know who we're talking about. Well, it's not working. So can you guys all write this with me? So I'm going to add an is at the end of here because we want to know the character I chose is, and who's the character?
The
Big
big
bad
bad
The big
wolf.
bad wolf. And remember, when we're talking about our names, so when you guys write your names, do you put, like, Sarah, would you put a little s or would you put a big S?
In the front.
Yeah, in the front of your
A
name.
big S.
A big S, because you want to capitalize if it's a name, right?
Yeah.
So I want you to make sure that that when you're talking about the big bad wolf, that he's capitalized, because he's who we're talking about. So what can be a sentence we can use that describes it?
Big bad wolf is hairy.
The big bad wolf is hairy. So I want you guys to write the big bad wolf is hairy. How are we doing with that? Good job.
Is Harry capitalized? No, because it's not a.
Good thinking. I like how you asked the question, but you still thought about yourself and was able to answer it. So I want you guys to do a question on your own. I want you guys to pick a different descriptive word up here. So we already used hairy, so we're not going to use hairy again. So you guys can use any of these ones, and I want you guys to write a sentence about it. Who wants to share what they have? Sarah, what did you come up with?
The big bad wolf is wearing a bow tie.
Good, and I like how you made it very clear that you used a period at the end of that. We're still working on our complete sentences. Kelsey, what do you have?
I said the big bad wolf is wearing a sweater.
He is, good. And what do you have?
I said the big bad wolf is wearing a sweater.
Okay, so you guys said similar, but that's okay that you chose the same one. So you guys are all talking about what he's wearing. So when we're describing the characters, do you guys feel like you know more about the character? And if you were to go and talk to someone, oh, the big bad wolf is wearing a sweater, do you think that puts in their mind, now they're thinking of the wolf wearing a sweater? So if I say, the big bad wolf is wearing a hat, are you picturing now the big bad wolf wearing a hat? Yeah, Sarah?
If I wanted to say look sick, would I say the big bad wolf looks sick instead of putting an is?
So if you want to say that he looks sick, yes. If you wanted to say that he is sick, you would take out looks, and you can say that the big bad wolf is sick. Because we know that he's sick because he said he was sneezing and had a cold.
Okay.
Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go into what we learned now.